In my hands, I hold the ashes. In my veins, black pitch runs. In my chest, a fire catches. In my way, the setting sun. Dark clouds gather round me. Due northwest, the soul's bound, and I will go on head fair. There's a light yet to be found. The last pale light in the west. The last pale light in the west. And I ask for no redemption in this cold and barren place. Still I see a faint reflection, and so by it I got my way. The last pale light in the west. The last pale light in the west.
So when they find her, they'll find her on her back with her, with the weapon trained in the direction of that guy as much as she can try and assess and assimilate. She saw the grenade and basically the flashback of Afghanistan just kind of went through her mind. She immediately just kicked the grenade back under and then just forced herself backpedaled onto her back to let the explosion go over her as much as possible, kind of putting the gun up to shield her face a little bit, and let the explosion just basically roll over her. The heat and everything kind of, flushing her skin and everything. And then she would have pointed the gun in the direction of where that soldier should have been, basically to either side. Still pointing her rifle where the soldier would be. Obviously, ears kind of ringing. She's not going to hear Astrid running because kind of we're Teresa's kind of in the zone right now. She just yells out to Andy and everybody, "Get down!"
Well, what would she see coming at her, Astrid?
So basically, I'm going to start out by kind of joining up with Dr. Andy because I know that Teresa trusts Andy before she trusts me. She doesn't trust me at all.
She might just use the opportunity to shoot you.
Yeah. So I'm basically going to meet up with Dr. Andy and kind of follow him towards her.
He's just moving towards her, trying to see if she's okay. And not even thinking about the fact that she might shoot him by accident. He doesn't have any combat experience, so he doesn't know. He's just going to her to try to help her.
If it's to the side, I would see them and I would probably yell, call out, call out, kind of, because, I've got the weapon. I'm probably moving it back and forth in between the two where the guy would be and where they are coming up from.
Well, I'm not pointing the shotgun at this point. But I'll move forward with my hands like up, and he's just yelling because he assumes everyone else is deaf. When he can't hear, so he's just gonna assume, and he's just like, Teresa, it's me, it's Dr. Andy, Teresa, it's Dr. Andy, don't shoot me.
You're kind of hearing that. I'm gonna try and realize if it's coming from what direction it's coming from, and then I'll just swivel back to where that guy would have been.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna run up on her and I'm gonna yell, it's Astrid, don't shoot me. I need to see how you're injured. Don't move. You there was a grenade. Did you know there was a grenade? Teresa, there was a grenade. Don't move. Because I'm a little freaked out. That's the first time I've seen something like that. I'm gonna kind of assess how she's doing and see that she's bleeding, obviously. So I wasn't able to find any medical supplies in the cruiser because they were probably in the way back. And
Found a couple of band-aids in the console.
yeah, can't put much pressure. And I'm gonna ask Dr. Andy if I can see if he'll give me a shirt so I can put some pressure on her wounds. I need your shirt. And I'll sort of like motion like shirt.
All right, he pulls his shirt off, and then he just kind of looks at you like makes eye contact. I'm gonna make sure that they're dead. I'll be right back. Help her.
I'll be able to give him thumbs up.
And
Does it back.
while that's going on, I'm just gonna yell at him, stay down, as I kind of get up slowly.
And he puts his hand on his shoulder and puts his face right in front of hers. You may be in shock. Let me look. Let her help you. I've seen this on a show. Just
I put my hand on his shoulder and use it to help me to get up. Still pointing my rifle in the direction where that guy would have been.
Okay.
To fully right myself.
Andy will take that moment then to run around the other side of the car.
Grab the leg.
Grab the leg and raise it up and go, he's dead! Drops it.
Teresa will still come around. She's trained. She's in the zone right now, and so she comes around. Still gun at the ready, scanning for any other hostiles at this point, and takes a look at the guy, assesses the situation, and then kind of just you could see her kind of relax just a little bit.
Astrid, so I imagine you're standing back a little bit, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Teresa to kind of assess the situation because I feel like she needs that in order to allow me to do my job. She feels like she needs to finish her job. So I kind of let her go do what she needs to do, and then I'm going to approach
You're
her.
just getting ready to like step forward to approach her, and you feel a hand grab your ankle.
Okay, I'm gonna jump back.
Okay, this hand has a hold of you, and it's attached to the other soldier. And he's reaching a bloody hand up towards you.
I'm gonna look down at him, and gonna assess what's going on with him since that's sort of my job. It's second nature. What do I see other than a bloody hand? Like, is he fully intact? Is he missing body parts?
No, this is the one that you shot. Help me.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of lean down, and because of his injuries and the amount of blood I can only assume that he's lost, I really feel like there's probably not much of a chance for this dude to survive. But I'm gonna attempt to put some pressure on like the wounds that are like in his chest. How many of you are there?
And he passes out.
I'm gonna check for a pulse.
Weak, but it's there.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up and yell for Dr. Andy and Teresa and ask them if there were any extra handcuffs in the cruiser.
Hearing that, I'll snap around, look at her, and then finally remembering I actually have Rick's service belt on. I'm gonna reach back, pull the handcuffs out, and toss them to Astrid.
Drag him over and like cuff one hand and then hook the other handcuff to like the door handle.
Andy is literally like having an out of body experience. This is all happening. I mean, he's kind of detached. Like he's just going through motions, but he's really not in the moment really. He watches it. I mean, there's gore, there's blood. He's watching her drag this body. Teresa's sitting there like, and he's never seen this side of Teresa. I mean, it's violent. It's like predatory. Like, I mean, he's kind of a little like, okay. He just turns like almost emotionless, and you just see him walk towards the end, and just wanders off. Like doesn't say anything. He just wanders over to the inn to walk inside.
As I see this, I'm going to kind of just grab his shoulder and kind of redirect him as I realize that, there's two here. There's probably more. And now I'm just going to go sweep the area. So I ready my rifle again. I put my hand on his shoulder, just kind of steer him towards Astrid.
When you put your hand on his shoulder, you feel he's shivering. So I mean, it's cold. I mean, it's like August, right?
Yeah.
I think it's August.
Mhm.
But he's shivering.
And
Like,
so I'll just as I kind of direct him towards Astrid, I'll just give him a squeeze, just a little squeeze, to ensure it. And I'll move with the rifle ready, kind of up, and just kind of push him towards Astrid, give him a little squeeze there, just kind of murmur, "It's all right."
Grab onto his arm and then kind of move him away from the soldier that's passed out, maybe against the wall of the inn.
Okay.
And sort of start doing like a altered mental status check on him. Because I don't know how much of the brunt of the blast that he took. I'm just checking him out.
he has some scratches from probably some debris, but nothing serious. You notice his eyes are very dilated, and he's really breathing shallow, and he's just shivering.
Andy, can you tell me what day it is?
What day it is?
What day is it?
I honestly, who knows? I mean, who's been keeping track lately?
That's true. Where can you tell me? Can you tell me where you are?
I'm I'm at the inn.
Okay. All right. And then I'm
What did
gonna
you need
kind of.
what did you need my shirt for?
Well, I was gonna use it to put pressure on Teresa's wounds, but she just kind of ran off. So we'll get there
Where'd
eventually.
you when you say that, you see literally his eyes widen, and he starts to panic. He's like, where is she?
Calm down. She went to check the inn. She's got it handled. I trust her judgment right now.
She's been shot.
Teresa ends up getting towards the door. I end up getting to the side of the door, just taking a real quick peek in, back out, trying to assess the situation, see if I can see anything inside. like what's going on, trying to check for other people, and then just kind of slowly move in and sweep the rifle around.
You see Bob sitting at the table. There's a M16 on the table in front of him and his cup of coffee. And he takes a sip of his cup of coffee and kind of looks over to his side, and you see one of the soldiers is laying on the floor there.
Kind of do the okay sign to him and point at the guy down on the ground, and then point at him.
Bob just kind of looks over at him again. He's like, "Yeah, he'll be out for a while."
Okay, I'll nod, and then I'll just kind of stay kind of questioning, and then I'll just say, anybody else in here, as I kind of scan around the room, more away from where Bob's at towards the rest of the grill there.
I really didn't like that guy, but he sure could cook.
Teresa kind of just goes pale hearing that. What, Bob? What happened?
Well, that one over there, and he kind of you see boots, but you don't see the bodies kind of behind the counter. That one over there dead. Not before he shot Cookie.
So then I'll just, walk up, still gun kind of at the ready. Teresa sees essentially, the scene in front of her with the guy kind of just slumped over, half of his head blown off, essentially, I guess, looks like. And she looks kind of in abject horror, and she sees the blood, the gaping wound in Cook's chest. Kind of sets her jaw for a little bit, try to keep from crying. As she just points her gun down at the guy and just empties her round into his head, into the dead corpse.
Bob takes another sip of his coffee. You ought not to be wasting ammunition like that.
She leaves out a sigh. I know, Bob. I know I was trained better, but damn, did that feel so good, though.
What
is there anybody else around here, or is this it?
Well, I think that's it. You got the other two out front I've seen. What the hell were you yelling about, anyway?
Teresa will just kind of put the rifle down. She'll go grab some Irish cream off the bar, a little bit in his coffee for him.
Well, thank you.
Well, obviously, they didn't want to comply. So I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, you'll have that. Sometimes we all have to do what we have to do.
Is he out, or is he still alive?
Oh, he's still breathing.
All right. I'm going to go get some handcuffs for him then. Watch him. I'll be back.
He ain't going anywhere.
And she'll leave the bottle of the Irish cream right there. She'll just head back towards the door. She's going to head out towards the cruiser to get the extra cuffs that Rick would have had in there.
Dark hair. She looks Native American, or at least, not white. And this little girl sitting next to her in the passenger seat.
You just see the top of the head of the little girl sitting in the passenger seat, by the way.
Well,
these are your rescuers.
A little girl and a park ranger. Okay. Bad fucking tastic. All right. So he's looking for like a radio on her or something, or does he? I mean, is the distance enough where he can kind of?
She's sitting in the car, so.
Oh, she's still sitting. Okay.
Yeah. So are you gonna try using the radio?
He does. He's like, is that you guys out there? I mean, Is this one of y'all's? I mean, I thought you guys were coming to get me. Someone just pulled up. Looks like a woman, a little girl. What the hell's going
Well,
on?
we're still stuck here at the inn. Everything's fine now. We'll come to you.
Oh shit.
That's not
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, there's somebody here. I don't know who the hell they are, but just heads up.
just hang low. We'll be there shortly. And I'll as I say that, I'll just let Andy and Astrid know, hey, we still got that guy we need to take care of. And I say that as I'm walking towards the cruiser, unlock the trunk and get the extra cuffs.
Andy just raises his hand and points at the running Humvee.
It's been a few months, but yeah, I can drive that.
Let's get him then.
Yeah, you all kids just go on now. Don't worry about old Bob. I'll take care of things here. Sooner or later, you're going to have to start paying me for all the work I do around here.
Your payment's right there on the table. You can have that bottle.
Well, thank you kindly.
And then I'll get into the Humvee. Anybody else coming?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, okay, let's go. And then I will radio back to Nathan that we're now in a Humvee and we're on our way.
So Nova, you call out the one closest to the car. You notice that half of her face is just gone. You can see the teeth.
Ooh.
Her eyes are this sickly white. Then she starts coming towards you.
Nova kind of just goes, "Oh shit."
Okay, start backing the vehicle up. All right, you manage to get 3 of them coming after you in your vehicle. So what are you gonna do? The little girl's she's looking around, looking at these people, and she's like, I know her. What's wrong with her face? That looks like it hurts.
Nova kind of just looks down at this little girl, wondering how the hell she got out of this situation. And it's just like, just don't look. Don't look.
Okay, but I've seen that before.
People are sick.
Well, can we help them? I think we have some cough medicine at home.
I don't think that's gonna help this situation, kid. I'm sorry.
Maybe some aspirin? Mom always takes aspirin.
Warmed up shot of whiskey, yeah.
All right, and she kind of says, "Okay, what was your mom wearing last night? You remember?"
I don't know. I think she went out. She does that sometimes.
She went out?
I think so.
Okay, what does your mom look like?
Well, she's tall, but everybody's tall to me. And she has blonde hair like mine. And she's really pretty.
Great. Thanks, kid. Just, yeah.
And she's got one blue eye and one green.
Okay. Interesting. And Nova's kind of just watching these people come up to her, and she's looking around, trying to see if there's anything that she can kind of glean from these people, if they might fit this very vague-ish description of a woman, this little girl.
Not really. There's no blonde women that you can see. You notice these houses down here, I mean, they look like they've been boarded up. A couple of them definitely have been broken into.
She kind of looks down at the girl and said, did somebody, was there, did you have like a babysitter when your mom went out? Do you know where she was going?
No, she works at night. Sometimes. Not all the time.
Do you know your mom's name?
My mom's name is Laura.
Or, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I don't see her here. So let's maybe go back into town and see if anybody knows your mom.
Okay. My house is just around the corner, though. We can look there. Maybe she came home.
She, Nova's gonna look how far it is away from this house that's attracting all this attention.
Well, you can't see it from here. It's behind those trees over there. You gotta go past these people. But I think they need help. Should we help them?
I don't think there is anything we can do to help them anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So she's gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Well, maybe we should call them a doctor then.
Yeah, we can do that from town.
Okay.
But let's go see if your mom went home, and if not, we'll get you some stuff in case she isn't home yet. Okay.
Okay. So are you gonna drive around these people? And
yes,
it does look like this area there's a circular road that it looks like all the same road, just goes around a big circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Just drive around the ones that are walking towards you, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, they lunge towards the car. They're slow moving, so. I think they want to ride.
Slow moving, don't give me any points for them.
I don't want to hit them with the car. They gunk up the cars.
Okay. So you pull around. By the way, Nathan, you're watching this. This car out in front starts backing up, and like 3 of the people leave and are walking after this car. You're getting a better look at the people outside, and they definitely look like shit. There's something wrong with these people.
So am I getting a better look at like Nova and them, or the people that have kept me trapped in this house?
The ones that have got you trapped in the house.
All right, lay it on me. What do they look like?
Well, you have the one lady that took off after the car that was out front. I mean, half of her face is gone. I mean, gone. Looks like it was ripped off.
You looking like Two-Face, got you. Okay.
Yeah, there was like meaty chunks hanging off of her, and
all right.
Yeah, whole front of her blouse is bloody, and otherwise looked pretty normal outside of that. The postman is actually missing some fingers. He's pounding on your door, and these 4 fingers are all gone. Just pounding on your door.
So I'm assuming he's like kind of below where I can see out the window.
Yeah. You look through the peephole and you can see him out there pounding on the door. He looks normal except for his eyes are a milky white. And then he's missing the 4 fingers off his left hand.
Someone needs to sign for this.
It just hit me.
Yep, definitely somebody needs to sign for this.
I ain't signing shit.
But this vehicle appears to be going away. The kid backing away from your place here.
So Nathaniel's not gonna say much. He's like, "Hey guys, are you like, look, shit's getting weird. There's a lady with half her face missing. There's a postman who might be trying to get me to sign some shit. Where are you?"
So as I hear this, I will, we're driving. I will wince in pain, and as I'll just kind of just hand the radio over to Andy right next to us, and say, let him know I'm busy driving right now.
Hi, Nathan. It's Dr. Andy. They're busy driving right now, but we're close.
How close is close we talking here? And how you doing, Andy? Did you guys manage to scrounge up some grub? A Twinkie, anything. Shit. For some bread.
I'll yell out while he's saying that we're less than 5 minutes away.
Okay, well, I got the I got the post office on my ass now. At least it's not the IRS.
If it's Roy, just tell him to leave it on the porch.
Guess I'll see y'all in 5 minutes. Well, he does. He peeks out. Can you see the name tag?
Yeah, it says Roy.
Nathan, remember, just shoot him in the head.
I'll let Roy know.
Okay.
And
he looks at Teresa. Is there anything else you want me to add?
And I'll just kind of press down the accelerator a little bit. Obviously, something's amiss at this point. Another vehicle has shown up that I don't know about, and we want to just get Rick's friend out of the frying pan at this point.
So as you were talking to them, Nathan, right there towards the end, you see this sedan go cruising past the front of your house.
Fantastic. Just kind of watches it sail away.
All right. So Nova, the little girl takes you to, it's a split level ranch. Reasonably nice place. No car in the driveway. Front door is wide open.
She looks at the little girl and says, "Did you leave your front door open?"
I might have. I don't remember. I sometimes I do that. Sometimes I leave the door open. Mama doesn't like it. She says it costs too much to heat the outdoors.
Yeah. All right. I feel so weird leaving you in the car. All right. Listen, we gotta
I can go
real.
with you. I mean, it's my house. I can show you.
Okay, but we have to be very quiet. Okay.
Okay.
So she kind of gets out of the car, shuts the door as quietly as she can, kind of looks behind her to see if there's anything following them.
You don't see anything. You see the three that were kind of following you have redirected themselves back to the house at this point.
Okay.
You're obviously a little fast for them, they figure, I guess.
All right, and she just kind of goes over to the passenger side and opens the door for the little girl.
Okay. She hops out and says, come on, and she grabs your hand.
She says, okay, but I should go first, just in case.
Oh, okay.
There's sick people. Okay?
Well, there's sick people?
There might be. So that's why I need you to stay behind me.
Sick
and to
like
stay
those
quiet.
people?
Possibly. You left the door open.
Oh,
Wow.
that's the guilt. That's gonna be therapy there.
If this kid lives, there's a lot more worse things that could happen.
she just falls quiet and kind of bows her head a little bit and nods.
So she kind of leads with this little girl. And I will say, you do get 2 plus to. Oh, well, I guess I'm not when I'm on my own, technically. I have this little girl with me. Never mind. So, but she's gonna be sneaky.
Okay.
Sneaky. Your mommy is dead because you left the door open. Oh no!
Wow. Traumatize the poor child. All right, so you move up to the door nice and quietly, with the little girl tagging along with you. She keeps bumping into you.
Fine.
Is there anybody in there?
The door.
Do you think there's anybody in there?
Little girl? Shh.
Shh.
Okay, no talking.
Okay.
She kind of leans in and looks
But
into
what
the
if
house.
what if I see somebody, then I can talk? Or no, I can't talk. Shh.
Nova is just ignoring this girl at this point. It's looking in the house.
Okay,
Before
I mean,
she steps fully in.
the power's out, so I mean the house is looks empty. I mean,
Okay.
it's later in the day at this point.
She's gonna kind of pull the little girl into the house with her and then shuts the door behind them quietly.
Is it okay to talk now?
Not yet. Says,
Okay.
okay, where's your mom's room?
It's up there.
Okay, let's go see if your mom is home, okay?
Okay.
But I'm gonna look first, okay? No running off.
Okay. Okay, I'll be right here.
Okay. Gonna make her way up to the mom's room.
Okay. You make your
Before
way up.
opening the door, she's gonna see if she can hear anything. If it's closed, that is. I guess
Yeah, it
I should
is.
wait.
She points to the door. It's like, it's that one. That one.
Okay.
Did you hear
She's
me?
gonna put up. She's gonna put her ear up to it and see if she hears anything inside.
Do you hear anything? Is there somebody in there?
Nova just kind of gives her a stern look.
Shh. You don't hear anything. It's quiet.
Okay, so she kind of looks around. And she kind of takes the little girl and puts her onto the wall that's kind of like adjacent to the door, so she's parallel with the door, and says, "Do not move."
Okay.
And she's gonna slowly open the door to the mom's room.
Slowly open the door. There's some clothes on the floor. The bed's unmade. Looks like this bedroom has its own private bath, maybe some walk-in closets on the far wall. There's a window over the bed, but the window is covered with like a thin white drapery type of thing. So you don't get direct light, but you can see the light through it outside. It's not real bright in here. You don't see anything. Gonna continue to go in, look around?
Yes.
All right. You leaving the little girl in the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. So where are you going? So you have, okay, the way this room is situated is you have the closets on one end and they're closed. Looks like a door off to your right, which you're assuming goes into like a bathroom or something. To your left, along the walls, some dressers, a vanity. Then you have a big queen size bed, completely unmade. Nightstands on each side of the bed.
Does it look like there's anybody in the bed?
No, it's looks like covers kicked off. It doesn't look like it's been made in a while. Like actually made.
Okay. So she's gonna go up to the bathroom door, what she assumes is the bathroom door, and puts her ear up to it again.
Did you hear anything?
Shh. Stay there.
Shh. Okay, I'm staying right here. I'm not gonna move from this spot. Did you hear me? I'm gonna stay right here.
Yep, I hear you. You need to be quiet now.
Okay. Being quiet now. You listen.
Puts her ear up to it and listens.
You hear drip, 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 drip. And it just keeps going. Water dripping from the other side of the door.
Okay. She's gonna slowly try and open up the door.
Okay. Slowly open up the door. Give me a stealth check.
'Tis one success.
Okay. And you even if you do say so yourself, you were really, really quiet about opening up that door. I mean, it didn't even creak. Kind of pushing it open gradually. There's not a lot of light in here, so you really can't see inside of this bathroom. You can tell it's a bathroom because as you're opening the door, you can kind of catch the edge of a counter there. You get the idea that there's a shower and maybe a stool off to the right, but it's dark. You gonna head on in there?
She's just gonna. Yep.
Okay. You head on in the bathroom. And I'm going to jump back over to Teresa. So, Teresa, you see the road to where Nathan's supposed to be.
Okay.
You can kind of see the house from the road. You can tell there's people around the house. They look normal from here. I mean, just looks like some people gathered around this house. A couple of them in the yard. Somebody banging on the door. It's just, hey, it's Roy. Roy's there.
I'll just kind of crack a joke. Oh, that looks like that's where the party's at. And as I kind of slow down to make the turn into there.
All right.
Wincing as I also make the turn as well.
So you probably noticed that she is showing some signs of being shot at this point, Astrid.
Yeah, but we don't have any medical supplies. So I'm going to kind of hand her Andy's shirt through, between the seats and be like, try to put some pressure on that. We have got to get you stitched up when we get back to town.
So I tell her to save the shirt. There will be a combat medical kit in the back. And I'll just continue driving.
I'm just going to roll my eyes and hand Andy back his shirt.
Andy's been shirtless this entire time.
He'll pull it on, and then is there like an opening on the top? Is there like a hatch or something to stand, or is there a gun on top?
You're in the police cruiser.
In the Humvee.
Oh, you're in the cruiser. Oh, you took the Humvee. That's right. There's not a gun
we're in
on
the
top,
Humvee.
but there is definitely there's a mounting hole there where you can open up. There's a hatch.
I'll open that up and just stand out with the shotgun.
Okay.
And then as we pull up, I'll get on the radio. Nathan,
Yeah, what's up?
we are pulling up. Right now, I do not have a hamburger.
So tell him what he
All right,
sees.
fine.
Teresa, since you're driving, why don't you tell Nathan what he sees pulling up?
So he sees a kind of a desert and a Humvee going probably 10 to 15 because I've slowed down quite a bit by this time. Pulling up, he would see somebody with a walkie-talkie in his hand popped out the top of this Humvee, and probably I don't think he would see Astrid probably in the back. It would be too dark, but he would definitely see Teresa, somebody behind the wheel.
All right, so for what you guys see, this is a more or less like a small Cape Cod style house, more or less like a cottage is what it looks like. There are 6 of these people out in front of this house. As soon as you guys get within like 30 yards, some of them turn towards you and start coming towards the vehicle. Some of them look more or less perfectly fine, but there is one that stands out to you, and it's a female brunette. She now has no shoe on one foot and a heelless heel on the other. She's has a modest skirt on, white blouse. When she turns around towards you, the one half of the blouse is just covered in blood, and half of her face is gone. Like this whole side of her face is gone. The eye is still there, but like this meat and cheek and everything all gone.
Fantastic.
And she starts walking toward the Humvee.
Teresa, can I have your rifle?
So yeah, Teresa will kind of move back, kind of wincing in pain as she's twisting and turning, and she will hand the rifle up to him.
And Andy just says really softly under his breath, "I have to shoot them in the head." And he raises up the rifle and aims at that one first because it's pretty obvious that's not normal. And he just pulls the trigger.
Okay.
Aiming for her head.
And you get her. One shot.
Then he just moves to the next, looks through is there a scope on the rifle? Or is it iron sights?
Teresa?
Teresa.
There would probably be a red dot on there, a combat red dot.
Okay. He'll look through, see if this person looks fucked up and, something like a indicator that there's something wrong with them, like that lady.
Yeah, the next one you look at, you get the idea that they look dead. And they do.
Okay.
They look dead.
He starts like it's almost a mantra. Like Rick is echoing, "You have to shoot him in the head. You have to shoot him in the head." And he just takes another shot.
So give me a roll for that shot.
All right.
Okay. Number 2 down.
Just he's just going to systematically go through. If they get closer, he'll just wait and lean the rifle on the top of the Humvee. He doesn't think they're going to be able to get to him. They look awkward and staggering, so he's in no rush, and just continues to take headshots on these things.
All right.
And just keeps
Astrid, what are you
repeating.
doing?
I'm trying to look through stuff to see if I can find this combat medic kit. There's a way to, like, I don't know, pull down the seat to get into the back or something, just because I don't know if Nathan's been injured and if he's going to need medical assistance. We know Teresa needs medical assistance. So
you're digging around in the back of this Humvee, and you do find some things, but they're not what you expected to find. You find a bag, rather big bag, full of what looks like people's personal belongings, like watches and rings and earrings and necklaces, a money clip.
well, shit. So I'm gonna kind of go back up to the front and tell Teresa, look, you have to try not to strain yourself too much. There is no medical kit back here. It looks like they were going around stealing stuff from everybody.
Teresa just kind of sighs a little bit and nods. You know, all right. STFU, you know, situation normal here. So you will just nod and kind of pull up closer to the house, I guess, slower.
All right.
Trying to keep from jarring.
As
Andy too much.
Andy's shooting the fish. Nathan, so you see this. This Humvee is very slowly creeping towards the house, like pulls off the road into the yard, and you see this guy with a rifle shooting these people.
I'm zooming right up. I'm assuming that's y'all down there, right?
He's just shooting these people, and he's deliberately
Andy.
shooting them in the head.
At this point, Nathan doesn't give a shit. He saw what he saw.
I think Andy's frozen.
He wants
by
a
the way.
hamburger and he wants to get out of here.
No, I'm not.
That's-
Andy's not responding. I mean, he's just he's just going through the mantra. The radio is probably dropped. He probably dropped it in the seat at this point. He's got the
Okay.
rifle with both hands, and he's just repeating over and over. You've got to shoot him in the head. You've got to shoot him in the head. Bam. Got to shoot him in the head. You've got to shoot him in the head. Bam. You've got to shoot him in the head. I mean, literally.
Give me a roll for number 3, Andy.
Okay.
So in the meantime, what are you doing, Nathan?
And so
Nathan kind of he tucks the radio into a pack that he's had with him, and he has all his things that he's managed to keep with him. He kind of slings it over his back, opens the window, and as luck would have it, there is like a little kind of the top portion of the porch cover. So he kind of climbs out on there, and he hasn't left the window yet. Like he's still near, just in case he's got to jump back inside. But he's kind of motioning to the car.
All right. So, Andy, you take down the third one, and you're doing your mantra, and I mean, you're in this weird sort of zone, and gotta shoot him in the head. Gotta shoot him in the head. Click.
Oh boy.
He puts the gun down. Give me the shotgun.
and I'll just go, Andy, You're done. Get down. Because I would probably see Nathan at this point crawl out,
Yep.
and I'll look around for the walkie-talkie, and I will kind of just push the Humvee up towards the house as much as I can, over to the awning, and finding the walkie-talkie, I'll say, "Hey Nathan, I'm gonna get as close as I can. Jump onto the top of the Humvee."
All right, all right. So he kind of moves down to the edge of the
Andy
that
will,
roof,
Andy will try to help him. He's already up there.
and he's gonna jump down.
All right. I am going to have you give me a roll for this, jumping down off
All
that
right.
roof. You give me a mobility roll.
Yep.
And Andy will try to catch him if possible.
Oh, all
Okay,
right.
What's
So
a roll you want
mobility.
me to
Give me a
you?
mobility roll. Yep.
Okay, I am actually pretty good at that. Hold on, as soon as Roll20 decides to not be an ass. There we go. And we're gonna scroll down here. Where's my mobility?
Andy, if you're going to help him with that, why don't you give me a mobility check as well?
Mobility.
Yep.
That is
So you
Two
got two
successes.
successes, Nathan. So I mean, that was like easy peasy for you. Being
Yep,
the rock
he-
climber and all, you just kind of hop right down on the hood of the truck, and Andy, you like are reaching out trying to catch him, but something goes wrong, man. So what happens to you? You don't,
poor
you
guy.
don't have to seriously
Oh,
hurt
no.
yourself or anything. You just failed at helping him.
Yeah, basically he reaches out to kind of catch him, and when he jumps down, he literally jumps on his hand.
I was hoping he was going to say, yeah, Andy reaches out to catch him and actually ends up knocking him off the vehicle.
No, because he had two
Fuck it,
successes. If I would have completely, botched that, I'd say, yeah, he knocked him out. But since he had two successes, he didn't hinder him. But
So
basically,
we're
he
hearing a
landed
lot
right
of
on his-
feedback from somebody.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, hold on a minute.
There you go.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think that
got
was.
it.
Yeah, we lost Andy.
No, it's on me. I'm here.
Okay.
There we go. All right, so
But no-
Nate, go ahead. Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
was gonna say, since he had the two successes, he didn't knock him over, but when he went to grab him, basically he just jumped down on top of his hands, and he's like, ah.
All right. So Nova.
Yes.
There's where our background noise is at. Hold on, give me just 1 second. So the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
You're just heading in there. So, and is that like a sneaky head in there, or is it just I'm gonna rush in here or
It's sneaky.
okay?
It's sneaky.
It's dark in this room. Smells a little musty. Outside of that drip, you get the sense that you're alone. You're starting to realize the whole house kind of smells a little musty. A little dank in here.
So she's gonna just very quietly say, "Hello."
Sam, are you talking to me?
Nope.
Oh, shh. Okay.
No answer.
No answer.
She kind of relaxes and says, kind of backs out of the bathroom, closes the door. Like, all right, kid, I don't know where your mom is. Let's try and find you some clothes. and whatever you want to bring with us back to the inn, okay?
You head out in the hallway, and you notice that she's standing like really rigid and quiet, and she you kind of follow. You can just barely see her eyes. You kind of follow her eyes. She kind of looks to the right without moving her head, and you turn your head to look down that hallway, and you see the silhouette of a figure in the hallway.
Great. She's gonna kind of put herself in front of the little girl, just watch this figure for a minute.
It seems it's moving towards you. Really looks like somebody just got out of bed. Just got out of bed. Hair's a mess. You can't really see them because it's dark, but they're kind of, got a little swagger back and forth as they're coming down the hallway.
She kind of just calls out, "You okay?
Just keeps coming towards you.
How far are the stairs from where we're at?"
Yeah, maybe about 5 feet behind you. This figure's like maybe 7, 8 feet away from you. It's walking towards you. Not in a
Okay,
hurry or
nope.
anything, just walking towards you.
Nova's gonna grab the little girl and book it down the stairs.
Okay, you grab the little girl, you book it down the stairs, and you hear, coming from back up the stairs.
She's just booking it for the car.
All right, the little girl comes right along with you. And you get in the car, and you notice, first thing you notice, you get in the car, the little girl actually stops and shuts the door this time. And she climbs in the passenger side of your vehicle, and as freaked out by the situation as you are, the little girl looks up at you and she says, "I'm sorry."
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and you look down at her, and her pants below the waist are wet on the inside of the thighs.
Oh, that's fine. I totally understand. Let's just get you back to the inn and figure out what to do next, okay?
Who was that?
I don't know, but
Me neither.
just so that we're safe, I'm not gonna go back in and check right now, okay?
Why are they in my house? Maybe they
I
know where
don't
my
know.
mommy's at.
I'll go back and check, but I want to make sure that you're safe first, okay?
Okay. No, don't go back. Let's just we can go somewhere else. I don't want to be here anymore.
Me either, kid. Let's head back to the inn.
Okay. All right. So you take off driving back towards the inn. Nathan is with you guys at this point. He's on the hood of the vehicle. What are you, now that you're on the vehicle, Nathan, what are you so combination of things here. We have Andy, who is nursing his hand that's just been landed on. So Teresa, Astrid, you hear Andy cry out from getting his hand smashed. I really hope you're wearing some good boots there, Nathan.
Oh, he is. He's wearing a pair of Red Wings. A pair of Red Wings.
So you have Nathan on the vehicle. What's the plan?
I'll reach up and kind of grab Andy and go, "Andy, come on, come down, let him in."
Andy
And
Andy takes a seat.
and I'll let him out. Or
So Nathan, it sounds like they're letting you into the vehicle.
He
so
climbs in. He
uh,
doesn't waste
kinda
any time.
yell up to him, get in, get in, we need to go.
He wastes no time.
All
Clambers
right.
on in.
So you got everybody in the vehicle. You're gathering a crowd at this point. So the paparazzi is gathering around your vehicle, banging and moaning, and they want in too.
I'll just friends of yours?
Yeah,
As I kind of
I think
try and
so.
pull away. Ignoring them at this point, trying to get out of here, so we'll just kind of speed up. We'll need to head back.
All right.
I'll turn around, kind of in the yard there, and then we'll just kind of gun it to get out of this area. And we need to head back to the inn. They're waiting for us there.
All right.
Hopefully
So
get some
Get
food
your
back in this
burger.
damn inn.
I don't know who's gonna cook it. So Nova, I'm gonna jump
Cook's
back over
dead.
to you for a bit. So
Doesn't know that.
Nobody else knows it. Yeah, I know.
Your experience kind of happened while all this other stuff was going on, so you're actually going to get back to the inn first. All right. You heard gunshots and whatnot as you were driving out of there. You didn't drive the same way. You went around the other part of the circle, and back to the inn. So when you get back to the inn, you notice the Humvee is gone. There is a sheriff's deputy's truck sitting there now. You see that there's a body laying in the parking lot. Another looks like a soldier who is laying up against what's left of that car from earlier that crashed into the side of the building, and that has been tipped over now, and it looks like this guy's handcuffed to it.
So seeing the carnage, she's gonna pull around back where the motel rooms are.
Okay. All right.
And she's actually gonna
Is this where you
stop
stay?
off at. And she nods and says, "Yeah. I guess I'm staying for a little while longer."
Can I stay with you? At least just until we find my mommy.
We'll see, kid, okay? But I'm not going anywhere until you're safe, okay?
Okay. I'm not going anywhere until you're safe.
So she takes her back to the room and kind of scrounges through her clothes to kind of find a t-shirt and shorts for this kid that might do for now.
Okay. All right. And now the other group. So you guys get back to the inn. First thing that comes to mind for you, Nathan, is you don't see Rick.
Hey, where's Rick at? Where's he hiding?
Rick wasn't feeling good, so he's at the clinic. That's why we're here.
But he's good though, right? I mean, aside from being a little sick, it sounds like.
I kind of look at Andy.
You see, Andy's just staring straight ahead, like 1,000-yard stare right now.
And I'll just kind of give him a push. Andy!
What?
Rick.
What?
Rick.
Rick's at my clinic. He's sick. We don't know if he was bit or what's wrong with him. We have to check on him, but we got to clear this up and make sure everybody's okay. And he grabs the shotgun and gets out of the Humvee.
At that point, Teresa will kind of just shut off the engine and then just kind of sit there.
You see Andy like gets out and walks up to that soldier.
The one that's passed out or the one that's dead?
He doesn't know. The one that's handcuffed to the car.
Okay.
Basically, he takes the shotgun barrel and hits him in the head with it. Hey.
Damn. That's one way to wake somebody up. Shit.
Odd or even. I don't know if
Even
that's actually
Steven.
going to just wake him up at this point. Maybe not.
Taps him on the head again. Hey.
Okay. You tap him a couple times on the head, and he's. Oh shit! You really shot me.
He motions over to Astrid and kind of waves her over.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Andy?
Help me! Help me! I don't want to
Still
die.
alive. Take him to the clinic.
Yeah, take him to the clinic. Take him to the clinic.
And then he walks away. He doesn't even wait for an answer. And you see him walk over to the body on the other side of the car.
Okay.
Does the same thing. Taps him on the head, hits him with the barrel.
Nothing.
This one's dead. For now. And he shoots him. Doesn't even fucking care at this point. He just shoots him in the head.
Yeah.
So these are your new friends there, Nathan.
I'm gonna look at Nathan and go, it's been a rough day.
And Teresa hasn't moved from the driver's seat.
Astron's gonna go over to the Humvee and look in at Teresa and say, there are a few medical supplies here, but really we need to get you to the clinic so we can get you patched up.
And you kind of see that Teresa's kind of pale, and she does not answer or move at all.
Okay, let's hurry.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to get her out of the driver's seat so that we can get to the clinic.
You drive this?
You betcha. Let's get out of here. It's
He looks
really
at
our only
Nathan.
option because, we shot.
You want to come and check on Rick?
Who is that to?
Nathan.
Yeah, let's go check on my boy.
All right.
All right, help me scooch Teresa over to the passenger seat. We'll get in here. We're down at the clinic.
We have the key for this guy.
It should be still in the ignition. Basically, what you saw, Astrid, is Teresa basically just kind of turned off the engine, kind of leaned back, kind of passed out, kind of thing.
Nathan, can you help me put the soldier in the back of the Humvee?
Just lash him to the hood.
He's still living.
So Nathan does help. Would you say get Rick?
No,
I'm Andy, Dr. Andy.
Oh, Andy. Okay, yeah.
A weird doctor from what you've seen so far.
Yeah.
His bedside manner kind of sucks.
So, yeah.
Good thing he's a vet.
So yeah, he helps.
And we obviously have to uncuff him, but I'm assuming we can find Keys squad or somewhere. And then we'll get him in the back. And Andy will sit back with the soldier and basically just have the shotgun ready because it's too many times now.
Okay. So as you guys are getting everything ready and you got the shotgun trained on one of these guys, Bob comes walking out. And he's got a M16 across the back of his shoulders, kind of got his hands up on it.
Apocalypse Now.
So what do you want to do with this other one? What about these other... Anybody gonna help me clean this shit up?
Yeah, give us a minute. We've got to go help out Teresa.
Oh. What's wrong
We
with
gotta
Bob, what
Teresa?
blood type are you?
Well, now you're a goddamn vampire, too. I thought you said you were a doctor.
Teresa's lost a lot of blood. You want to keep questioning what I'm doing, or you want to answer my question?
You can use my blood again.
Yeah, we're gonna hit the point where we can't use any more of your blood. So let's see if we can maybe find some other donors. Bob, blood type.
B.
Damn. All right. Well, Andy, I guess it's time for some more juice and cookies because we're gonna need a transfusion.
That's fine. I can sleep it off. Let's just
Maybe
get
this
there.
maybe this other soldier in here can donate. I think he's feeling in the donating mood.
Well, ask him what his blood type is. Come on now.
All right. And Bob heads back in. Comes out
Andy's
with
just
this...
What?
What?
I was gonna say, Andy's just watching the soldier. Is he like out again?
Oh, yeah. He's lost a
Okay,
lot of blood.
yeah.
He's not looking good at all. He's kind of pasty at this point.
So
Okay.
as Bob is coming back into the inn, Nova comes through the back door.
Okay.
She's basically holding this 6-year-old and kind of like holding her so she can't see anything. And she kind of looks around and looks at Bob and says, how the hell did you do this?
Do what?
You took out 2 of them?
Well, that one over there had been shot already. And this one over
Okay.
here was just slow and stupid. So, yeah.
Where's everybody else? Are they still at the clinic?
No, they're on their way to the clinic. Why didn't you ever tell me you had a kid? What?
This isn't my kid. I found her on the way out of town, and well, yeah.
Probably should have left her on the way out of town.
Well, that's rude. She's 6 and she's right here.
Yeah?
Anyway, all right. Well,
No fucks
okay.
given.
Clearly
single
there's nothing I can do here, so I guess we'll see what's going on with the others.
Well, I could use some help. If you're so inclined.
Okay,
Can you cook?
well, can I cook?
Yeah.
I mean,
Can you cook?
enough for me to survive. But I'm not like a savant.
Well, can you make bacon and eggs? Toast?
Yeah.
Soup? Can you fry a steak?
And with that, she just starts to ignore Bob and goes back towards the front door.
Hey, I'm serious now. We need a cook.
Dude, I have bigger things to worry about before cooking you food, man.
Well, it wouldn't be just cooking for me. Damn. You think I'm selfish or something?
Yeah, just rolls her eyes and pushes the door open. Just continuing to tell this little girl, don't look, don't open your eyes.
Okay. So you guys see Nova come out the front of the inn with what looks like a little girl in her arms. You're obviously ready to take off, but I mean,
we're waiting for Bob to tell us what blood type the other soldier has too.
Bob was a little distracted.
Just use mine. Andy just says, just use mine. Let's just get there. Are they coming with?
Nova nods. Yep. And she puts the little girl in the car and then goes back into the inn to help Bob with whatever Bob was doing.
So and so Bob comes out with the other soldier. Well, this young volunteer here says that he is type O negative.
Load him up. Let's go.
Damn, lucky again.
You heard the lady.
Rare blood type. I don't know about, but whatever. Whatever works.
He'd say anything to survive, wouldn't he?
Of all the money that e'er I've had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. And of all the comrades that e'er I've had, they are sorry for my going away. And all those sweethearts that e'er I've had, they wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I will gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be with you all. Good